Alright, what's good everyone? Thanks for stopping by. So today I've got something slightly different for you all. So again, as you can see, we're in Scarlet Monastery, but this time we're in the graveyard. And no, don't worry, it's not that kind of graveyard. But anyway, so today we've also gone a slightly different path as well. As you can see, that I'm going solo. Now, what does this mean for you? Well, it actually means slightly more gold from this specific dungeon. Now, is it as good as my last video where I take on the armory, or even the other video before that where I take on the cathedral? Well, the short answer is no. But is it viable for a reliable, healthy gold income? Yeah, it is. Okay, so in my last video, the Scarlet Monastery Armory, which by the way, you can find it in a card just up here. So if you haven't seen that already, go check that out. But on my last video, I received a comment from a viewer saying, would you mind showing your gear ahead of time? Cheers. Well, cheers for you. Thanks for your comment. And by the way, guys, any and all comments on any videos are muchly appreciated and they help me out massively. So whatever it is, whether it's a question or a request or whatever it may be, feel free to ask. Tier 2 helmet, Choker of the Fire Lord, Lawbringer shoulders, Sprite Caster cape, Demon Forge breastplate, Gallant's wrist guards, Qualsar, Skullflame shield, Briarwood reed. We got the Paladin book reward from Diamall, Nagel ring, Songstone of Ironforge, Lawbringer boots, Lawbringer legs, Belt of the Ordained, and Dracorian gauntlets. And yes, before you ask, I am holy. 31 points in holy, 13 in protection, and 7 in retribution. So let's get started. Let me show you guys exactly how I do this dungeon. And yes, it is completely solo. We don't need anybody helping us today, which is also a big bonus. Now you see, with this dungeon, obviously I'm doing it solo, so it's a lot easier for a start. There are a couple annoying things that you're going to see in a minute, which we're about to find out. More specifically, it's this area here. See, these mobs here and that mob there, they tend to evade for some unknown reason. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to buff myself up. Blessing of Wisdom, Divine Favour. Right, I'll also set the timer so you guys can see just how long it takes. So yeah, after doing this run a couple of times, what I found is the method that I'm about to show you is probably the best and most effective way. Also, it's very handy to have a couple of swiftness potions, and you'll find out why in a minute. Okay, so let's get down to business, eh? Right, start timer. Let's go. Let's go! Okay, tag this mob here. Tag this one here. Again, there's not really much point in doing that, but yeah, I'll grab them there with the judgment. I'll tag this guy here.
Tell me everything.
Grab this guy here. Grab this one here. Now there's a chest there as you just seen, so keep that in mind as well. So I'll grab these, come up to here, lay down a consecration, and slowly kill these guys off. So yeah, this is very easy because obviously they're a lot lower level than the armory and the cathedral. You know, you can see they're only level 31. Yeah, this guy reminds me of a pervert as well, so don't worry about that. See, the annoying thing as well is if you do this solo, you've not got a mage or anything to slow them down. Obviously, go line of sight so the casters run to you. But yeah, if you've got a mage with you, obviously they slow them down when they run, which is a nice perk of having a mage with you. But unfortunately, we're solo today, so we've got to wait for him to run back. Okay, so that's pull number 1. Now, before I loot them, let me just show you how much gold I've got. So we're starting at 313 gold, right? So just keep that number in mind. So we'll just loot these guys up. Okay, they're all looted up. Throw myself a few heals. Right. Okay. So, now we're in the actual graveyard area. Now, what I like to do here is, because most of the mobs are just normal mobs, they're non-elites, I like to change over to Devotion Aura, because I know that by the time I get to where I need to go, the Retri Aura will probably kill them, so we don't really want that. We want to keep them nice and condensed together. Okay, so what I'll do is change over to Devotion Aura and start by grabbing these mobs here. Then I'll run over to this side and grab this mob here. So we'll grab him. We'll grab you guys. See, what makes this slightly difficult is the fact that they're so spread out. Also, as you can see, there's another chest there, which is nice. But yeah, they're all so spread out because obviously it's such a large area, which makes it kind of difficult. That's why I recommend a Swiftness Potion. But yeah, so let's grab this guy. Grab the ghost there. Grab these. Alright, pop the Swiftness Potion. Let's go! Oh, grab this guy over here. Grab you. Jump over here. Grab these. Grab this guy. Grab this guy. Give myself a holy shock. Grab this guy. This guy. Grab this one. Right, so now we're here. This is typically where I'll start to bubble. We'll just grab this last mob here. Pop the bubble. Heal ourselves. Drop a consecration. Holy Wrath. Give ourselves a quick heal. Right, there we go. Let's drop another consecration. Don't do what I just did there, guys. Change to a Retri Aura straight away. Nice and easy. There we go. Right. So that was pull number 2. So we'll just loot these guys up. Now, in terms of the difficulty, that was probably the hardest bit of the entire run. So if you can do this, then you got nothing else to worry about. So let's loot these guys up real quick.
I can't loot that. I can't loot that.
Okay, so now they're all looted up. Just give myself a few heals. Now, just so you know, normally over here there's a rare mob. So yeah, always keep a lookout for this guy. There's also another rare mob somewhere in here. Obviously he's not in this particular one, but he's like a ghost type person. He's normally wandering around somewhere here as well. Yeah, so just keep that in mind when you come in here. Right, so now we're on to the third and final pull. So we'll grab this guy, those ghosts, and then up there, and then we'll go down there to get the boss. Okay, so right, get the mana up to full. Right, let's do this. And And if you take a look at the clock at the top, you can see we're making quite good time as well, guys. 7 minutes in, we're nearly finished. So we'll just grab these over here, jump up here, run down, grab you, grab you, grab you, grab you guys, grab you, grab all of you. Pop a health potion. Alright, grab the boss. And that's basically it. This is the final pull. Alright, so right now I'll pop a second bubble. Throw myself a quick heal. Do Holy Wrath. Drop Consecration down. Boom. Done. And that is it. So that's the graveyard. Solo in 3 simple pulls in under 10 minutes. Now let's loot everyone up and see how much gold we're talking here.
I can't loot that.
Alrighty, now let's go ahead, go to the vendor and see how much gold we've made just from this one single run. Okay, so here we are at the vendor in South Shore. Now, I'll open all my bags. As you can see, if you remember at the start of the video, I started with 313 gold. So just from pure gold that dropped in there, I've already gained 2 gold. Now, so we can keep that in mind. If we note that down, that's 2 gold per run if you're going solo. Now, when we sell everything, we've obviously got less than a gold repair bill, but we'll save that till last. Okay, so starting at 315, let's just vendor everything. Okay, so that's 318, right? So that's an increase of 3 gold. So we can say, on average, it's about 5 gold per run. Now obviously let's take away our repair bill, go back down. So it's between 4 and 5 gold per run. Now obviously take into account we can only do 5 runs an hour. And when you do this solo, obviously, you know, as you can see from my timer, it's well under 10 minutes. Now, as well, when you see my bags before I sold everything, it wasn't really a lot of loot for one run. So I reckon you could easily get 5 per hour. So doing some simple maths, we can just safely say that 5 gold times 5 runs is 25 gold. Now, 25 gold an hour might not seem like a lot, but obviously that's just pure vendor value from the gold. Obviously, we can take into account that some of the greens that drop can potentially go on the auction house for more money. You can also get lucky and have some BOE blues, which do definitely drop. As you can see from the Atlas loot, there are plenty of blue items that are BOE that do drop in here. Now, taking into account all these things combined together, I can safely say that you can earn up to 30 gold an hour doing this solo. So typically, if you are slightly less geared than what someone like myself is, or you know, you're not even level 60 yet, you could safely do this on your own and earn some decent gold from it. Now obviously it's not as much as the cathedral or the armory, but you know, like I say, it's perfectly viable for slightly less geared people. Also, don't forget to run back and grab your chests as well that are there. See, this one's normally always unlocked, so that's good. See what we've got here. Got a nice green there. Yep. Let's go back and collect the second chest as well. Okay. Now back down to the first chest in here. See, usually this one is always locked. So obviously on a rare occasion it's unlocked. So fortunately for me, this time it was unlocked. And that's another green to me. Yep. So you see, these mobs here as well, guys. Now, whenever you aggro the Scarlet guys out here, these tend to come sometimes and sometimes they don't. But what happens is, if you kill them, like this, look, they drop a little bit of loot as well. So yeah, take these as well. Obviously it's not a lot of money, but it's a little bit. But obviously this low level 8 here, he doesn't drop anything. And if you remember as well me saying that the mobs tend to evade, this one and this one. So unfortunately they for some reason they just run back. So yeah, if we just test this out, look, we'll grab you. We'll grab you. We'll target ourselves and we'll just run to where we normally go. And they should, see that? He's running back. And this one should in a minute, yeah, there you go. See, I don't know why they do that, because they shouldn't really be doing this at all. But yeah, unfortunately it's just one of those things, so you're just going to have to get them on the way back. So yeah, just kill these guys now. Boom, big damage. Big damage. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's how to do the Scarlet Monastery Graveyard in 3 simple, easy pulls, and to do it solo as a Holy Paladin. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the video for today. I hope you've enjoyed it and got some good information out of it. Now, if 30 gold per hour doesn't seem really like your cup of tea, then obviously there's more to be made in different dungeons. Just like my Scarlet Monastery Armory video or my Scarlet Monastery Cathedral video, which you can find in the playlist below. And as always, if you've not already, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel, as this helps me out massively. But when you do, don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified when I release new videos. Also, if you enjoyed today's video, then show some support by giving it a thumbs up and sharing it with your friends. Well, until the next time, see ya.